here tonight as Aaliyah Boston and as Mitchell off the screen.
MVP in this league.
Gray inside for Wilson, who was too far. Take it right at her. Sets up Howard.
The MVP.
Go. The Fever led for most of the night. Indiana tonight is trying to snap Las Vegas since the.
And then you make an adjustment, and then
here is the MVP.
Wilson is number 4 between 12 and 11.
On Tuesday, grab an offensive rebound. Hammond. And here is Boston.
Eos, blobs, and slobs. You have
and an all-star. Young see it, not in time. It's a shot.
If you can make.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard.
But in the last few games against the Dallas, better. Stephanie White before the game saying in the basketball, the ball's been moving better.
From our partner at WTHR, we'll have for her to have to watch these games from the side.
Playing the long run here, long game. That is Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah Boston's in all stats.
Here's Kelsey mid 5 possessions. Here's Asia Wilson.
Especially going right because she's
important, but it doesn't actually count in the.
Doesn't count on any stats, right?
Correct. So far, the check hasn't arrived.
Asia Wilson, but she really.
Great passer, Chelsea Gray whips it into the. Her teammate in Alyssa Smith. Boston goes. Mission saw a double team kick out. Check. Here's Mitchell left wide open.
Off that pin down action.
All sorts of space for Asia. Triple team bounces for Howard. So confident as Jackie Young pushes. And Young turns.
Their footwork and their rhythm going yet offensively.
In Minnesota, here's Kelsey's Cup championship game. She had 12 hot to close out the month of June.
Here, I think you go all in and
Shifty gets to the rim. Jackie Young trying to answer.
Bucket for
Young lines up a
get hot because we know Kelsey Mitchell can.
Ball on the floor, knocked off. Young has to get rid of it.
Hands digging in, make it
a very rare miss. Mitchell's got 7 in the first. Boston driving on Wilson. Get here in the first quarter. Asia Wilson
shoulders past Wilson's.
Is one of her very this season from the free throw line.
Definitely a key in getting to the line. One
in that one. Lloyd whips it. That's their first turnover here tonight. They did.
Throw the ball inside and again back.
Wilson trying to locate Boston. Beautiful tonight. Here's Smith backing in. Little
skill and upside.
Evans left Las Vegas bench this year. Here is Evans. She defensively. Runner. Here's of it.
Athletic.
McDonald turns the corner.
Reading that.
Anna did not start the season with. Here's Jewel Lloyd with.
Oh, good read.
Double team. 25 drives. So the Fever.
Players for Stephanie White.
Colson crossing over, gets in. Excuse me, have been just an unbelievable Fever. Maybe even more so than
them throws off the rhythm of the team.
From outside of the painted area or the free.
Good job of staying connected.
They're on an 8-0 run.
Dana Evans doing a good job getting skinny over.
So Asia Wilson, we saw her. Wilson already has 10 points. Gamecock on Gamecock in Wilson. McDonald back on the attack.
Too easy for the Fever.
It's been McDonald on the control.
Except for Asia Wilson on that play. Vegas.
They give it right. Wilson from the baseline. Mitchell, beautiful pass. Centers. Only players to Chelsea Gray, so she will have to check out. Finds Boston. And Indiana is shooting 63. Gains possession here for the Aces.
Oh my goodness, come on! Who's out for the summer?
Points here 1 week ago. Now it's Boston driving in.
Lately, I mean, I just see a certain capacity to play as many
lives. They're reimagining health.
Right now, they're just really struggling.
And almost their entire offense is
Wilson on Mitchell.
Boston high low. Help lead the Fever.
She's just an incredible. This is my 20th with the Fever.
With her.
Hasn't invited us yet for All-Star, but we're putting
aggressive in the first quarter off the screen. Indiana is shooting 60 right up the gut. Hand off high and getting to the rim at will. Now Smith ducks in off. Lexi Hall uses it to her advantage. They've held a star-studded Aces team since the Tamika catching Zara. And
it's the detail.
That missed free throw right there was Indiana.
They were to start the season, and we kept saying, see that, it's right in front of you.
Here's Jackie Young, just flips it up. She gets inside, kick out Boston in the first half. Here's Wilson.
I mean, you got to dig in on when she puts it on the floor like that. You got to spin the biggest target, right? You expect them to.
Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling a buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up.
Good job by the officials.
Record just a couple of years ago in a season.
Looked like zone, matching up.
Howard in double figures already, flips out the three, drives on Boston deep. Fever built
into Indiana's bench with KK Timpsons together.
And here's Lexi Holt. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond.
Enough, you might as well play zone.
It just tips it up there, gets an offensive. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets inside.
Now Indiana's got to do it.
Young pulls up, Las Vegas, bounce pass inside, Mitchell.
Looks like up close.
Well, 2018 draft. Wills together a masterful performance. Mitchell threw a double team, bounce pass. So Austin with 4 fouls. Over, Wilson hangs. Wilson took less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull.
13, which is more than anyone
Tonight.
I think it's zone on makes, man on.
God, here is Kelsey Mitchell. And a much-needed 6-0 burst for Indy, which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen, clears balls. And Lexi Hull, Harry McDonald just wrestled away.
Gets everyone going on the same.
Young rejects the screen, can't hit on a three. This time Nye on the drive, gets inside. Kick ahead, Mitchell off to the race. Job of responding.
Oh, nice.
Of the night here. And she is in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. Up by 18, and it pays off. It's just been so special to witness. Your support is felt
In attendance at WNBA.
far for the Aces. Asia Wilson. Mitchell circles, kickouts.
This has gone back to make sure you keep that lead. So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
There was a foul off the ball. Initial surge from the Aces has been cross-court pass. Beautiful find, Jackie. Where she played. Look for her first scoring and an opposing.
9 points for Wilson.
Here's Colson on the drive, hesitate. Ray feed-ins, just lead of the night with a bucket here.
With celebration, I might add that.
Here is the vet, finding some space.
Williams and Kayla McBride to 5.
The Hull. Maybe just a late whistle. That at times has had some trouble.
That's what Stephanie White's got.
Here is a Leah.
Points per game without her, 18 points.
Fast does it happen?
6 assists. Good. Lexi Hull, good hand down to 3. Ray. She left Dallas. WNBA moves fast, and her former.
Playing with nothing happening.
That means we see Clark run so much off of. Short pass. Smith charging in. Clock down to.
That's a number you can live with, though. It's the multiple ball pressure.
He crosses over. Hull, catch and shoot. Here from Indianapolis for the Indians. Just hounding Jackie Young, forces him tonight.
Details through the fundamental.
Minute when she's on the floor. The engine of this offense. Without their best player, as Smith, Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night. Whether she'll play or not, just about the entirety of the evening.
Might as well send it in game so you don't have to set.
There's Smith work here this evening. And Boss. By the book, how you handle with 11 and 10. McDonald off the screen. Boston 12.
Boston.
There's no in the midst of their longest road trip of the road for Las Vegas. Dolson step. Score pass here is Mitchell. Give her 25 here in game number. Empty out their bench. Fox for making that move. Donald came down with it.
This is down to come back to Indiana. So
gets it just in time. They gave it to her. They did give it.
Lexi Hull.
If I was Lexi Hull, I'd join her Holmes. Here is Ben. The Aces are shooting at 20 down again. Timpson fading over.
Wondering what they would look like.
Over effects. Be down by 20. The Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling them. Was that Boston shot at the buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up.
Path. Mitchell had her path. Good job by the officials.
Hasn't yet. She set the scoring record just a couple of years ago in a season.
Playing some zone here. Looked like zone. Matching up.
Shot clock down to 5. Howard in double figures already. Flips. Young kick out. Wilson thought about the 3. Drives on Boston. Boston 3 rebounds. Is going to have to take an early seat. Fever built.
Now you get deeper into Indiana's bench with KK Timpson.
Here.
Team that parties together stays together.
And here's Lexi Holt. I'll give him that. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond.
Isn't good enough, you might as well play zone.
McDonald misses. There's Howard who just tips it up there, gets an offensive. Shovels back here for Mitchell. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets inside.
Tempo and rhythm of the game somehow.
Work when you can't.
Now Indiana's got to do a
Passing lane. Young pulls up on run to start the third quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell.
pro on Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Those there are the top 2 picks in the 2018 draft. Wilson is putting together a masterful performance. Mitchell through a double team. Bounce pass. So you're picking up there in the backcourt. Austin with 4 fouls. Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson point lead down to 13, and it took less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull.
Corner threes. She's made 13, which is more than anyone.
Right at 50% coming into tonight.
Zone gets set up. I think it's zone on makes, man on.
Got a piece hole, hits the deck kick. God, here is Kelsey Mitchell. Much needed 6-0 burst for Indy. Foul call on Kia Stokes, which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen, clears to have won so many 50-50 balls. And Lexi Hull won either. Oh, and look at Ari McDonald just wrestled away.
Energetic, right? That's uplifting. That gets everyone going on the same.
Really good looks. Young rejects the screen. Now he can't hit on a 3. Time Nye on the drive, gets inside, leaves it short. Hull, kick ahead, Mitchell off to the right. And has done a really nice job of responding.
Oh, nice. I think Becky Hammond's been using a lot.
Her 12th free throw of the night here. And she is on Evans here in the backcourt, 2 of the quickest players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. And see that by a team up by 18, and it pays off. Iowa Collide has been something that's just been so special to witness throughout the state, but in Iowa too, the support is felt.
1,000 fans in attendance at WNBA.
And what's been a disappointing night so far for the Aces. Asia Wilson outside of Wilson. Mitchell circles, kickouts.
Well, now that Las Vegas has gone back to lead, right? You want to make sure you keep that lead. She's not attached and she's in drop coverage. So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
And there was a foul off the ball. 20. An initial surge from the Aces has been. Gray, cross-court pass, beautiful find. Jackie in a building where she played. Look for her first scoring and an opposed.
29 points for Wilson. Not off the floor, she's guarding Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Colson on the drive, hesitate. Gray feed in. Indiana can match their largest lead of the night with a bucket here.
Who also was a great leader in the locker room post-game with a celebration, I might add that.
Here is the vet, finding some space.
Well, and the Fever held Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride to 5.
Jets gets inside, whips it out to Lexi Hull. And initial contact is where the foul was. Maybe just a late whistle. Full here for this young team that at times has had some trouble.
44 points for Las Vegas. That's what Stephanie White's quarter.
Here is Aaliyah.
Caitlin Clark on the floor, 19.1 points per game without her, 18 points.
How does she see? And how fast does it happen?
6 assists to defense, which has been so good. Lexi Hull, good hand. Shot clock down to 3. Gray pun pick on Monday to get her. She left Dallas. Life in professional sports, certainly the WNBA moves fast. And her former...
She's got 4 fouls. Too much dribbling with nothing happening.
Donald off those double screens we see Clark run so much off of. Gray, cross-court pass. Smith charging in. While she participates in America. Shot clock down to...
That's a number you can live with, though.
Bending like this.
It's the multiple top, like that right there. Lexi Hull keeping the ball pressure.
He crosses over. Hull, catch and shoot. What a night it's been here from Indianapolis for the
Intro by McDonald.
Just hounding Jackie Young, forces it is a plus 27 here tonight.
Details through the fundamentals.
Fever winning a point a minute when she's on the floor. Him and all bench players now on the floor. Their biggest star, the engine of this offense. Talented teams in the league without their best player. Smith at LA on Saturday, where Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night. We'll see on Caitlin Clark whether she'll play or not. And they have been there for just about the entirety of the evening.
So you might as well send it in game so you don't have to send it what they're doing when they get technical fouls.
There's Smith work in Las Vegas. This has been resounding here this evening. And Boston. This is by the book how you hast an 18. Howard a double-double with 11 and 10 here tonight. McDonald off the screen. Boston here of the season as well.
Them out, Mitchell and Boston.
There's no Slee. The Aces are in the midst of their longest road trip of the Fever. Game number 2 of 5 straight on the road for Las Vegas. Dolson step. Cross-court pass here is Mitchell. Per game in her last 4. Give her 25 here in game number. Only 9 available players. They cannot empty out their bench. Real credit to Kelly Krauskopf, Amber Cox for making that move. Look there from Colson. McDonald came down with it.
Can grab you, and she turned some other franchises down to come back to Indiana. So
way by Bell. Oh, gets it just in time. If they gave it to her. They did give it.
You do that, Pat. You take care of it for Lexi Hull.
If I was Lexi Hull, that's the mark. Offensive rebound. Joyner Holmes. Here is Bell. The Aces are shooting at 20. Here's Timpson. Shot clock winding down again. Timpson fading over that.
We were wondering what they would look like.
On whether there would be a hangover effect.